It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hi again. Good Thursday morning to you. Hope your week is going well. We're going to tell you about some news on this.
All right. As you know, we told you President Trump has said that cities like St. Louis need more policing, including the possibility of sending the Missouri National Guard in to help get the city cleaned up of crime. Now, Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe's office is weighing in, saying this is a quote: "There are presently no plans to utilize the National Guard in Missouri to address crime. However, Governor Kehoe continues to keep options open." And it goes on to say he appreciates Trump's efforts to clean up cities like Washington, D.C. and Memphis. So we'll keep you posted on how that plays out. An update for you on that candlelight vigil that is at Missouri State University on Monday night. We now know that MSU will be hosting that alongside Glendale High School. It was going to be two separate, but now they are going to combine events. The respective Turning Point USA chapters at those two campuses, Glendale and MSU, decided to come together as one. By the way, Missouri State's vigil is the 22nd Monday. This will be one day after the public memorial service that's happening in Arizona, which of course is the state in which Charlie Kirk lived, and there will be security.
Okay. Meanwhile, Disney, which owns ABC, is pulling Jimmy Kimmel's late night show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, off the air indefinitely after remarks he made Monday night about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. This is breaking news last night. You may have seen it. You can, if you haven't seen the segment, you can find it on YouTube. But in short, he insinuated that the murderer was a Trump supporter, which appears from court documents appears to not be the case. And he went on from there. You can listen to it yourself. Nexstar Media, one of the country's largest TV station ownership groups, says it would stop airing the show even before Disney did this because it doesn't reflect the spectrum of opinions, views, or values of the local communities where they are located. The FCC also weighed in, saying it appears to be an action by Jimmy Kimmel to play into the narrative that this was somehow a MAGA or Republican-motivated person. So the fallout continues from that. Meanwhile, Missouri State University says it will keep inviting speakers to its campus, similar to Charlie Kirk or any other range of speakers with different viewpoints that some people are going to disagree with. However, they will be, in light of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, be changing up their security protocol. For any high-profile visitor, they're rewriting now how they will secure the area, the immediate area, and even nearby rooftops, because the assassin was on a roof when he when he shot. I'm not naming the suspect, but somebody shot Charlie Kirk from a rooftop nearby. The MSU president, Biff Williams, says many speakers will continue to come in because it's basically their public affairs duty to do that. It's part of their mission to provide options for civil discourse, which is really what college campuses were supposed to be about the whole time.
Yes.
All right, that's that. And then Springfield Greene County Library Foundation just received its biggest donation ever, more than $2.3 million. Isn't that something? It was left behind by Ava Louise Gager Smith of Springfield, who passed away in May at the age of 85. She loved, apparently, spending time at the library. The lobby and a gallery inside Hatch Auditorium will be named in her honor.
I love that. Yeah. That's fun. All right. A big nod for Convoy of Hope. Congratulations, Ethan. Not really. I mean, you too, but I think it's the disaster team really who gets the nod for this. The organization is now the official disaster response partner of what's called the Mississippi River Cities and Towns Initiative. Yeah. That is a huge group of leaders that represent different cities all along the river from Minnesota to the Gulf Coast. So this essentially means that Convoy will help with preparedness and relief following natural disasters like flooding and drought along the river. Convoy certainly has the experience responding to more than 875 disasters since 1998.
Yeah,
it's also kind of fun to read a press release with quotes from you.
I did provide quotes.
It's like, Warheads, who thinks he's really cool, says this.
I said something to the effect of, because it's true, it is a big honor to be named the disaster response partner of this group, but it's also a great responsibility. We understand that, and our team is prepared, and will help to prepare cities along the Mississippi River, huge river, top to bottom in the United States, and also obviously respond when something happens, because we've spent a lot of time in those areas in the past. So there you go.
I felt like your grammar on your statements was really, really good, and it made me smile, because if you would have been like saying it, it would have been like way more conversational and casual, but it was like, what a great honor and responsibility we have in this. Like it felt very official, babe. I don't know that I've ever read a press release from you.
When you're writing a quote, you word it differently because you're thinking about it. Every word you think about. When you're saying it, I'm just talking.
Right.
But there I'm typing and people are looking at it, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. I know. I felt like I could see you like going like this. Do you do that?
No. When I'm typing, I don't think my mouth moves.
Okay. Mine definitely does, because typically. I type like I'm speaking. And so mine moves.
I do sometimes when I'm writing like a big document, or I'm answering questions that people have sent in via email. I'll go to a document where I can dictate, so I can hit the microphone button, and then I can speak it, and it just makes it a lot easier. It's a lot less typing. I have to go in and clean it up, but those dictation options are better than they used to be.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations for real, by the way.
Yeah, our disaster response team is really the best in the business. They're incredible, and I always love hanging out with them and
riding in the convoy
and bragging on them. Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is a sad story. 1 year and 3 months later, a dessert company is closing down. Dirty Dozen. No, not Dirty Dozen. Dirty Dough. Dirty Dough, which is a chain, by the way, is closing there on South Campbell. The owner says that he would love to sell the business. So if you want to own a cookie company, now's your shot. It's no longer in a position, he says, to run it. Right now, his wife is going through a bit of a health crisis, and the owner says he just can't move forward with the restaurant right now. So Dirty Dough is closing, and again, they are looking to sell.
That's a shame. I hate to see any business have to shut down, especially for health reasons, something that takes the owners away from running the business. But
yes, so my coworker one time brought some cookies, and they were phenomenal. I try not to frequent the business, though. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody need that. But it was very tasty. So if you need your sugar fix, it's a good place for it.
Well, and there's hope that somebody else will buy it, because it isn't being shut down because it failed.
Yeah.
Springfield Cardinals will play game 2 of their best of 3 game North Division series tonight at Hammons Field. They'll be playing the Tulsa Drillers, who they beat in game 1 by a score of 3-1. So they're up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. Tonight's game has first pitch at 6:35 in the p.m. If they need a third game, which we're hoping they don't, but if they do, it will be tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch. Tickets are available on the Springfield Cardinals website. It'd be nice to pack that place out. Beautiful evening to sit and watch some baseball. And not much left, not many chances left to see the Cardinals this year. The Cardinals just wrapped up their best season in history, winning 88 games. So it's a good time to be out there rooting on the Redbirds.
The baby birds, that is.
I saw this story, and I thought it was worth mentioning, because this is an example of not only paying it forward, but really paying it all forward. A woman in Virginia just won $150,000 cash in the lottery. That was the take home of what she gets, and she immediately gave away every penny of her winnings. Isn't that something? Immediately.
Yeah.
She divided that $150,000 into three $50,000 gifts to three of her favorite charities, one of which had to do with a frontal lobe dementia that her husband had and passed away from. So isn't that cool? She said that God is blessing her so she can bless others.
That's incredible.
With lottery money. Good for her.
Yeah. That reminds me of what you said you would do with the money if we won the lottery, which we don't play the lottery. But if we did, Ethan was like, I would give it to them and them and them. And I was like, oh, I was going to buy a lodge in the mountains to ski in and out of.
The only lottery that I would play is, I used to do it at work when everybody at work would, at KY3 would go in together, because I didn't want to be the last guy standing if everybody else won and left. So I got in on it. And then I actually thought about, because it'd be so much money. It'd be so many millions that you're not going to be able to spend it. And it's probably not good for you. In fact, other lottery winners over the years have shown that it's not good for people to just get that much money at once. Yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot that I would probably have a lodge in the mountains also. But one of the first things I would do is take care of friends and family.
Yeah. Well,
least I can do.
I just felt bad a little bit that it was like down the list for me. And then there's this lady giving away the whole thing.
Yeah.
All of it. Every last dime.
We're just better really people. Cool. I mean, that's the only way you can explain it.
It's funny. She said God is blessing her so she can bless others. I wonder if she tithed on that. And if the pastor of her, small town church was like, what?
15 mil right out of the gate.
That would be so cool.
Or a 15 mil. I'm thinking about the big lottery, 15,000.
Right. Yeah. Pretty cool.
All right.
Okay. The Friends of the Library fall book sale is underway. Yep. Starts at 10 o'clock this morning. So get out there, get in line. 25% of the books, by the way, are retired books from the library shelves. The other 75 are donations from the community. And just in case this makes you want to go donate, you do need to wait until this current sale is over, because they don't have space right now to take your donation. So wait on that. But it is out at the E-Plex inside at the fairgrounds today through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m.
That's very cool. I know a lot of people who look forward to that each and every year, twice a year, actually. What's it called again?
Wildly popular.
What's it called again?
Friends of the Library. I think they call it Friends of the Springfield Greene County Library Fall Book Sale, but that's a little long for a broadcaster. So I just go with Friends of the Library.
Well, I was trying to get you to say SALE again, but that time you said it right.
The book sale. So the word sale, I'm from Oklahoma. I have to, and I don't have an accent. So if you go to any voice coach, they will say, well, you don't have an accent. That is fantastic. However, the word jail, sell, sale, what else? There's several words that I have to think about. I can't say them without thinking, or I will mispronounce them. But at least there's not an accent, because Ethan says, or used to say, wash. That's like wash your clothes was something like this. WARSH.
Washington.
So please don't act like sell instead of sale. Is that problematic?
Well, it isn't that problematic, but as you notice, I had to tell you that I used to say that because I no longer say it. I did grow up saying Washington. It's just like Mike Shannon on the radio. Washington, wash the clothes. And then when I moved away to go to college, my friends were like, "What are you, some kind of hillbilly? What are you even saying? Would you say wash?"
Ethan's brother, one time, he has more than one, but one of his brothers, who I will not call him out, I guess, by name, even though I'm sure he's not listening, but Todd said Ewans. He said Ewans, and he tried to act like he didn't say it. I'm like, you just said it. You said Ewans. And he's highly educated. And he would not concede that he said it, and he sure did. And that's a St. Louis thing also.
Well, for the record, you said book sell the first time, but then when I asked you to repeat it, you said sale. So you thought
because I knew that I said it wrong.
Right.
So there's a rule, just in case any of you are ever interested in going into podcasting or broadcasting. It's calculated whether you correct your mistake. Sometimes you have to correct it. Like if it's a factual error, if you say guilty and you meant to say not guilty, you better correct that. But if you say book sell, and it should have been book sale, just move on.
Yeah.
So it was calculated, but I knew I said it. I then knew, because I know you, I knew that you were going to try to get me to say it again, but I've already thought about it. So joke's on you.
Yeah. Well, you were able to, people can rewind this though and hear you say it the first time, but,
Tim Limecooler, former photographer, he used to say jail cell. Say it, Sarah. Jail cell.
Jail cell?
Jail cell. Because I would say jail cell.
Yes, jail cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well,
we digress. Okay, that's all we got. Don't forget, the contest is happening right now at aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on contest. Submit a picture of you in your Kansas City Chiefs gear. We will pick a winner, and they will be going for free to the ball game, the Chiefs versus the Lions, that is happening on October 12th at Arrowhead. So you will get your tickets well in advance, so you'll be able to plan for it. October 12th, beat the 2 tickets for free on aroundtheozarks.com. Don't forget also the events calendar. Lots and lots and lots and lots of fall festivals happening. We will go over some more of those for you tomorrow, but we are running long because we have gone down 15 rabbit trails.
Okay. Have yourself a great Thursday.
Until
then. See you
then.
Friday.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Thanks so much for waking up with me on this beautiful Thursday in the Ozarks. We've got temperatures starting out in the mid-60s this morning, and it's going to be another hot one. Today, though, is the day where things change for us a little bit. That cold front that I've been talking about for nearly a week is finally getting set to come through the Ozarks this afternoon. And as it does, it may pack a punch. I know there have been a handful of storms around the last couple of days. Not everyone has seen the rain, but those that have and got underneath a little thunderstorm have seen some hail, we've seen some gusty winds, and we've seen some locally heavy downpours. Today, I think the best opportunity for some stronger storms exists as this frontal boundary pushes through the region. Today, we do have the cold front heading our way, but it's not going to cool us off yet today. In fact, I still think high temperatures will push 90 here in Springfield before the front arrives. We also will see 90s out in the eastern Ozarks. That's where temperatures look to be a little bit warmer. I do expect that this morning we're starting off with winds that are kind of variable in nature. However, it's going to be later today and definitely as we head into the afternoon hours that we see the winds shift a little bit. And I expect that we will see opportunities for rain and storms then as well. The eastern Ozarks may see high temperatures well into the 90s. I think you folks get the warmest air in the forecast today. Widespread rain chances will then occur probably after 1 p.m. today with cooler numbers around. And we do have the potential for some of those thunderstorms to carry some hail, some high winds, some locally heavy downpours. I think this is going to be very isolated with the thunderstorm threats, but I have to at least mention them. Rainfall potential. Well, this is through Friday, and I'm talking about a pretty good chance of seeing more than a half inch of rain. We need it. We've seen severe drought creep into the Ozarks, and it looks like the areas along and west of Highway 65 are going to get the most rainfall out of this next system. Highest chances for rainfall are going to be west of Springfield, and the highest chances of rain through the week are going to be today and tomorrow. I think most of the day on Friday is going to be cloudy after those morning rain chances move out of here. We will see cloudy and cool conditions, though. So for those of you enjoying Friday night football, you've had a couple of hot nights, this is going to feel more like football weather for sure, with the cloudy and cool conditions in place this week. Numbers significantly cooler. Starting tomorrow, we'll see highs fall to the low 80s in spots. I've then got near normal temperatures, 80s for highs, low 60s for lows for the next couple of days. And it looks like that pattern is going to hang around for us. Isolated chances for showers and thunderstorms do exist for the weekend too, but it's not going to be a washout of a weekend. Around the country, we're finally seeing that big coastal low pressure system that's been bringing rain to the mid-Atlantic move off and exit New England. Heavy rounds of rain and severe weather are also possible the northern and central plains, as well as the Mississippi Valley here in the Ozarks as well. That's going to be true both today and tomorrow. So lots happening across the country. It's been pretty active. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with yesterday was this: which weather phenomenon often contributes to drought conditions in regions like Australia and Southeast Asia? What do you think it is? A, El Nino, B, La Nina, C, the polar vortex, or D, a monsoon? Well, drought conditions in regions like Australia and Southeast Asia are often attributed to a El Nino. Of course, impacts happen around the world from that. However, in this part of the world, it is El Nino, which contributes to drought conditions. So congrats if that was your guess. Here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. What is the name of the severe drought that affected California from 2012 to 2016? It's considered one of the worst in the state's history. What do you think that one was called? Do you think it's A, the Millennium Drought, B, the California Mega Drought, C, the Great Western Drought, or D, the Dust Bowl? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website aroundtheozarks.com. By the way, there is a weather section there. You can go get up-to-the-minute weather info all day long on the website. Check out the status of that cold front and monitor your temperature all day long. Thanks so much for listening this morning, and thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Think we're dry for the first half of your Thursday? It's not until after lunch those shower and thunderstorm chances move in. Grab the umbrella. There could be some widespread showers and thunderstorms for the evening drive time. Got temperatures still making it close to 90, but cooling off once the rain arrives. We'll chat again first thing tomorrow.